Stop
doing this wrong.
Seriously, if you have been crappie fishing and you are not catching big slabs,
This is
you are
incorrect.
making at
The worm
least
is heavily
one of
threaded,
these
concealing the hook
mistakes.
point. The
Here
secret to
come all the
catching these
secrets you
beauties,
have never heard
it's all
before
about the right
to
bait
catch more
and
crappie
patience.
than you
I
can
use
even
this
count.
boat to... The secret to a
Let's
catch like
start
this,
with the biggest
it's
mistake
all
crappie
about the
anglers
right
make,
bait
which is fishing
and
too
knowing
deep.
where...
Everyone thinks crappie are always in deep water. No, crappie move vertically more than almost any other freshwater fish.
Crappie
They will
fishing
be 20
techniques,
feet
understanding
deep 1
depth
hour
habitat.
and
In
3
deep
feet
water,
deep the
crappie
next.
suspend...
By not adjusting depth constantly, you are fishing blind. So, how do you fix this? You start shallow, then work deeper, not the other way around. Crappie feed upward, so if your bait is below them, they will never see it. The magic depth rule is a secret almost nobody talks about. Crappie have a comfort band. It is usually a 2 to 4 foot vertical zone where about 90% of the fish sit. Here is how you find it. You start at 5 feet deep, then move up or down 1 foot every 3 to 5 minutes. And when you get a bite, lock in. Once you find that band, you can catch 20 or 30 crappie without even moving your boat. Crappie are one of the best schooling fish that there are. Let's talk about the bait that everyone uses wrong. Minnows. Everyone uses them. Crappie love them. But almost nobody uses them right. The wrong way is hooking them through the gills, hooking them through the back, or hooking them through the tail. These will kill the minnow fast, and a dead minnow is a dead bite. The right way is to hook the minnow up through the lips. It stays alive longer, swims naturally, and sends out more vibration. A lively minnow catches 5 to 10 times more crappie than a dead one. If you remember anything else, remember that. There is a jig secret pros do not tell you. If you are jig fishing, here is the secret. Crappie do not want a big jig. They want a tiny, slow-dying looking snack. We call it the 132 Oz rule. Use the lightest jig you can get away with. 132 Oz is the sweet spot, and for the biggest of slabs, we use the 116 Oz. Make sure you are using the micro-movement trick. Do not jig aggressively. Just twitch your rod tip every 3 to 5 seconds. Let the jig fall, and that is when the crappie strike. Here is the ultimate proven color secret. In clear water, use natural colors. In stained water, use chartreuse. In muddy water, use black and chartreuse. Chartreuse is basically crappie crack. We catch more slabs on chartreuse than any other color in the spectrum. Next is the structure hack. Crappie love structure, but not all structure is created equal. The 3 best structures for crappie are brush piles, standing timber, and dock pilings. And the secret is that crappie sit on the up-current side of structure, not the down-current side. So, if you are fishing the wrong side, you are fishing the wrong fish. And here is another great bonus tip. Make sure that you always cast past the structure and bring your bait back slowly. Crappie will almost always hit on the fall, not the rise. The crappie highway pattern is important. Crappie travel in lanes, just like bluegill, but bigger and lazier. So, here is what you want to look for. The edges of weed lines, drop-offs from 6 to 12 feet, the shadow lines under docks, and the transition from mud to gravel. And remember to always cast parallel to these lines, not across them. You are fishing the highway, not the parking lot. The bite window trick is key because crappie feed in waves. If you are catching them fast, do not move. If you are not catching them, do not panic. We call it the 7-minute rule. If you get 1 bite, you will get 5. If you get 0 bites in 7 minutes, move 20 feet to the left or the right. And the prime feeding times for crappie, like many other fish, are sunrise, sunset, and midday shade pockets. Because crappie love shade more than anything. And that is a fact. The slip bobber secret is next. Slip bobbers are the most underrated crappie tool ever invented, and balsa stick bobbers are probably the best thing in all of fishing. Why do they work so well? They give you the perfect depth control, a natural presentation, and a slow fall that will lead to more bites. They are easy to cast, and there is no better feeling when that bobber goes down. So, here is the secret. If you are using a slip bobber, set your bobber stop about 1 foot above the fish. Again, crappie feed upward, not downward. And of course, if the depth of the water you are fishing is less than the length of your rod, you can use a balsa stick bobber. They are not just for beginners. You set the depth accordingly once you find a school of hungry fish, anchor it down, and catch one slab after another to fill your cooler. If you want to catch crappie fast, use a double jig rig. The paper mouth is a beautiful-looking fish, and of course, it is even better in the frying pan. Here is why a double jig rig works so well. Number 1, you are giving them 2 colors. Number 2, you have got 2 depths. Number 3, there are 2 chances to catch a fish or multiple fish. And number 4, there is twice the vibration. The secret really is to put the heavier jig on top and the lighter jig on the bottom. This keeps the bottom jig floating naturally, and crappie will absolutely crush it. Give it a shot. It works. The slab trigger hack is for those who want monster big crappie, not little dinks. Number 1, use a bigger hook, like a size 2 to 4, because if you are using small hooks, you are going to catch smaller fish. Number 2 is to use a bigger profile bait. Big crappie want a full meal. So use a 2-inch trailer or a live emerald shiner minnow on the end of your jig. That is the absolute golden ticket. Number 3 is to fish deeper than the school. Why is that? Because the biggest slabs are going to sit 1 to 3 feet below the main school. Number 4, you absolutely have to slow your presentation way down. Bigger crappie are lazier. If your bait is moving too fast, especially in colder water or in spring, they simply won't chase it. You have to drop it right on their nose. Now, let's cover some really advanced crappie secrets. Number 1 is the shadow line trick. If you fish the exact line where light meets shade, you are going to catch more fish, especially in summertime when the hot sun comes out around midday. All fish, even crappie, are going to go into cover and find shade. Number 2 is the color rotation method. Just change your jig color every 10 minutes until you find the hot color they want, and then switch both rods to that color. Number 3 is the pause and fall technique. Just pause your jig for 2 seconds, then let it fall. Crappie will hit it 80% of the time on the fall. Number 4 is the water temperature rule. At 50 to 60 degrees, fish slow. At 60 to 70 degrees, fish more aggressive. At 70 to 80 degrees, fish shallow. At 80 degrees plus, in the late summer, look for shade and nothing but the shade. Lastly, the school trigger hack. Catch 1, cast back immediately, and catch 5 more. That is it. The crappie fishing secrets you have never heard before. Stop doing the wrong thing and start doing all these right things. You will catch more slabs than anyone else on the lake. If these secrets change the way you look at the water and the slabs hiding beneath the surface, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. We are uncovering the techniques that others have tried to keep hidden. Let's reel in the future together. The next treasure trove of fishing wisdom will be opening soon.